Max Verstappen's bitter clashes with Charles Leclerc exposed. C0uldn't stand him. Max Verstappen heads into this weekend's Canadian Grand Prix with a healthy lead at the top of the standings. The Red Bull driver is 21 points ahead of teammate Sergio Perez after the pair secured a 1-2 in Baku last week. They were aided by a disastrous weekend for Ferrari. Both Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz were forced to retire from the race with mechanical issues. In the early stages of this season, it seemed as though Verstappen and Leclerc could be the main title challengers. Deemed the future of the sport, the Dutchman and the Monegasque driver have been rivals since their younger days karting. After the third race of this season at Imola, Leclerc reflected on the rivalry. He said, "It's always been very close, especially in the junior categories. In karting, I remember it was either me or him, and that's why we hated each other at one point, because very often it didn't end in the best way possible. I think it's a very different situation. We have matured a lot, we are much older, even though we are still 25 years old, which is still quite young. At this time there were episodes which made us hate each other, I'm pretty sure, on some occasions, but then you grow up. Obviously we've both achieved one of our dreams, which was to arrive in Formula 1, and at that time it was just a dream, everything looked impossible." These comments echoed similar remarks made by Leclerc in December 2020, when he admitted that he and Verstappen couldn't stand each other. He told Sky Sports Italia at the time, "We couldn't stand each other before, but with time we have matured and we talk to each other. There is progress. At the end of the day, he's also just a good boy, but when we put on our helmets, there's the same rivalry as before in karting." In recent months, an old clip of the two drivers resurfaced. The footage from 2012 showed a baby-faced Verstappen furious with Leclerc after an on-track incident during their karting days. In the clip, Verstappen says of Leclerc, "He is just unfair, I'm leading, he wants to pass, he pushes me, I push him back, and after he pushes me off the track. It's not fair." The clip cuts to a young Leclerc, who simply says it was just an incident. In September, Leclerc recalled the incident. He said, laughing, Verstappen, was leading, it was in the rain. He was closing a lot. Both of us were quite far in front and I had to find a way to pass him. So I pushed him a little bit wide. On this particular race I was faster and overtook him. Next corner he destroyed me, completely. I went from second with a 5 seconds lead to P7. I came back second. We touched a little bit and he took the white line that was wet and there was a huge puddle and he ended up in this puddle and he was really wet.